Hi, this is Mark. We talk a lot in these videos about exceeding clients' expectations. I've been in this business so many decades that I can tell you if a client fires an advisor, it's almost never because of performance or investments or planning issues or nothing along that line. It's almost always some service screw up, sometimes multiple service screw ups. As you've probably figured out, I work with financial advisors. Now, it's a small group of advisors who all have something in common. It's my ideal profile for working with an advisor, but that's not what matters here. For the advisors that I work with, I'm able to get involved, figure out these little service problems that seem small, but I've learned through experience that once it occurs, you can't take it back. Now, small problems aren't a big deal in and of themselves to most clients, but the more successful, the more affluent, the more it's an ideal client as opposed to just a bread and butter normal client. I'm not saying they're overly fussy, but I am telling you that the more successful, the more affluent they are, the more they notice these small things. And small things add up. They accumulate to the point where the client thinks, if I can't trust them with the small things, why on earth am I trusting them with the big things? The small things really do matter. Now, with the advisors I work with, I'm able to dig in, eliminate all the little things that our data shows. And of course, I've been in the business 40 plus years, and just things I've noticed over the years that seem like small things, but to the clients, they are quite big things. If they pile up, there's several of them, this is not good. So something happened today to me with one of the advisors that I'm working with. I was just about to fire off a video like this to their office about my experience with them, but I'm like a secret shopper. I'm just experiencing the advisors that I work with closely on these little issues. If I'm experiencing these things, the odds are statistically zero that their clients aren't experiencing similar issues. Today is the day after Christmas as I'm recording this. So it's December 26th. Now, I have a weekly check-in with this advisor that I've worked with for years. Matter of fact, he's been implementing our methodology since 2008. So he's seen a lot of success with our methods. He's very devoted to the success that he's seen through our methodology. But he's also a good friend after all these years. And when something happens that raises my radar, I communicate with them very quickly. Now, this weekly check-in is on my calendar. It's on his calendar. It's checked as confirmed on the calendar invite. So on our system, we send out a calendar invitation. It gives the meeting to the online meeting link. Then when somebody receives one of these calendar invites, they say yes, no, or maybe to whether they're going to be able to attend. If they say yes, then it shows for me as a green check mark. They have confirmed that they will be there. Now, what we prefer is to add their administrative support person to these calendar invites. In his case, his current issue is administrative support. He's had some turnover recently. The new person is, let's just say, working on improving. So the administrative assistant was not copied on this. Today, it shows as a green check mark. I showed up at our normal time. He wasn't there. It turns out that he had mentioned to his administrative manager that he would be out all this week, but because she wasn't copied on the calendar invite, she didn't think to alert us. She just assumed we talked about it, which we did not. So I fired off a video like this one, just suggesting that we need to copy the administrative manager on all appointments, certainly for me, because I'm assessing the entire team for things like this. So they need to consider me like a client only because if there's some faltering in the system, I'll notice it. Even though they think it's a small issue, we make sure that a process is put in place so that this never occurs to an ideal client. But I'm finding out that this is also happening with the ideal clients so that when he is booked with ideal client meetings, she's not copied on that. Yes, she's got it on the master calendar. She sees it. She has access to his calendar so she can see the ideal clients that he's scheduled to meet with. But that's as far as she knows. If he's out and that still is on the calendar, if she doesn't catch it, then it just could be a horrible situation where the client shows up to an online meeting and he's a no-show, which I think we can all agree is a disaster. So I wanted to create this video while it was fresh, while the irritation was fresh in my mind, just to say, I don't care that he didn't show up for me. That he's a friend. I care about his success. I care about not making small mistakes with an ideal client, which this is just maybe a small thing. But if you are a no-show for a meeting with a client, what message does that send to them? What are they thinking? What do you think they're thinking? Oh, it's probably just a calendar mix-up, no big deal. All right, some may think that, but the deeper subconscious message has got to be something along the lines of the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing over there. Like this was confirmed 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever the meeting was scheduled. And as a client, I never received any notification that this meeting needed to be rescheduled or would not be happening for some reason. Now, the other reaction might be, oh my gosh, he's had a heart attack, or his house is burning down, or he just cut himself with a butcher knife. So the reaction would be to reach out in concern to make sure that the most trusted advisor that you've hired to coordinate all your financial affairs is dead or dying. Whatever is going through the client's mind, it's not good. It's unlikely for them to just think, oh, it was a calendar mix-up, no big deal. While some may think that way, it's a dangerous assumption for you to think that way. So I thought it would be good to fire off this quick video, let you take this as a lesson learned. You can mark this down as one of the things that are the hallmarks of the most successful advisors in the world. By the way, those are the advisors I work with. Everybody I work with, the small community, they are either the number one advisor in their market, or they've made the decision that in the next 12 months they will be. They're willing to make the effort to become the best in their town or whatever their market is. That small community, even that group makes small mistakes, as evidenced today. It's not like they're superheroes with superpowers and you're sitting there assuming these advisors that Mark works with that are on track to 7 and 8 figure annual revenue streams, they're not superheroes. They make mistakes just like everybody else. They're normal. There's nothing special or amazing about any of them. And should be the lesson that you learn here is first, tighten up on the easy, low-hanging fruit issues that I've got with my clients. Talk to my clients, see what it is that they don't like about what we're currently doing. In other words, bring them into the conversation, telling them it's our goal to exceed your expectations. Have we ever dropped the ball with you? Is there anything that we do that either grates on you or you just wish we did a better job? You'd be surprised how open clients will be. And of course, some clients are fussy and unreasonable. You'll figure them out. But for the handful of clients that really matter most, I'm talking about the 20% of your current clients that represent 80% of your revenue. For all of you, if I say quick, who are your 3 favorite clients? They're almost always in that category. They are top clients, but they love you, they appreciate you, and they just want to see you succeed because they see it's in their best interest. They'll be happy to help you out. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you in the next video.